Sibingelele sikwamukele indaba yenza kusihlwa lezi indaba ke mbukeli uzethulela unoxolo mwali nazi ke ezinohlonze kusihlwa nje.
It's a development that we recognize as quite key.
INingizimu Afrika seyamukele isivumelwano sokhoxisa impi ephakathi kwelase-Israel neHamas izinsuku ezine ukuze kukhululwe abantu abathunjwe eGaza kanye neziboshwa zasePalestina kwelaka-Israel.
We disagree with the ruling of the magistrate in that particular matter. The state did argue against that.
I-NPA itshele ikomiti lasePhalamende elibhekele ukusetshenziswa kwemali yabakhokhi intela ukuthi izolivuselela icala lenkohlakalo loyisikhulu se-Eskom uMatshela Goko.
Another mistake. Referee says play on. They've got a second goal. Would you believe it? That was dreadful defending. Absolutely shocking defending.
Umqeqeshi wabafana bafana uHugo Broos usegxeke isimo senkundla yaseRwanda lapho iqembu lakhe liguqiswe ngamagoli 2-0 emidlalweni okuhlungela indebe yomhlaba. Uhulumeni wakwa-Israel kanye neHamas bavumelene ngokuthi bazomisa impi izinsuku ezine ukuze kuzodedelwa abantu abangama-50 abathunjiwe eGaza bese ke kudedelwa nabayi-150 basePalestina ababoshwe kwa-Israel. Okhulumela umengameli wakuleli uVincent Magwenya uthi uhulumeni uyasemukela lesi sivumelwano seyinhlangothi zombili.
As soon as possible, a humanitarian ceasefire so as to alleviate the levels of distress that people who are injured, people who are in hospitals, families who are in need of food and water are able to access all of those amenities and those necessities. It's a development that we recognize as quite key, and it's a theme, it's rather a development that aligns very well with the theme of yesterday's gathering of BRICS leaders who all called for a ceasefire and a humanitarian ceasefire and a focus on reaching those who are in need. We therefore commend the state of Qatar, the United States government, as well as other parties who have been quite instrumental in arriving at this point.
Inkampani ehlinzeka ngogesi i-Eskom ilahlekelwe imali engu-24 billion wamarandi esigabeni sonyaka wemali phakathi ka-2022 kuya ku-2023. Lokho kumenyezelwe izikhulu zakwa-Eskom ebeyiphelezelwe amalungu ebhodi ngesikhathi zethula umbiko wokusebenza kwenkampani phambi kwekomiti lasePhalamende elibhekele umnyango wemazamabhizinisi ombuso.
Akonelisekanga indlela asebenze ngayo. Ingxelo yezimali yeliqumrhu ibonisa ukwenyuka kocimicimi wombane minyaka le kwanenani lezigaba zokumka kwawo.
This set of results we are not proud of as Eskom. These results are marked with a net loss after tax of 24 billion. A low energy availability factor of 56% and 280 days of load shedding.
Kunjalo ithi izithembile ngesicwangciso sayo sokuphucula uvimba wombane uyokuma kumyinge wama-65 ekhulwini ngoMarch ngonyaka zayo. Isaleka ngelithi kubekho ukongezeleleka kombane kutshanje kodwa idanile sisigaba socimicimi wombane okhoyo. Nomnini Zabelo unethemba lekamva eliphucukileyo.
South Africans, we know that this has been a pain and that we have all been going through, but it's all systems go towards tackling the issue of ending load shedding.
Pathiswa uthi bafake amagama amathathu kwicabinet kwaye ayahlolwa ekuza chongwa kuwo usomaqhuzu. Eliqumrhu lifumene ingxelo yezimali engentle kwaye uninzi lwe-2.6 yebillion zerandi kwinkcitho engafanelekanga echaziweyo isuka kwiminyaka engaphambili. Tingilulama Matya wendaba ze-SABC eParlamente eKapa.
I-NPA ithi izolifaka kabusha enkantolo icala lenkohlakalo lowayisikhulu se-Eskom uMatshela Goko. Ithi iyaphikisana nesinqumo senkantolo yamacala aphathelene nemali yase-Middleburg sekulichitha.
We disagree with the ruling of the magistrate in that particular matter. The state did argue against that, and the law makes provision for other remedies, including postponing a matter for final conclusion of the work. And one of the critical aspects the court need to take into account is the seriousness and complexity of the case, as well as the public interest in a particular matter.
At the time, we indicated to the court that we have two reports that are outstanding, a digital forensics report and a financial auditor's report. Matter was postponed to September, and the court then said the court will hold an inquiry because these are now delays. Unfortunately, the volume of the work, we couldn't correctly estimate to the time it would have been done. And we also had to work through the procurement process of Treasury in procuring the two specialized services.
Abanye abahlaziyi bezombusazwe bathi isifiso se-DA kanye ne-EFF sokuketula i-ANC okhethweni lwangonyaka ozayo sifana nephuphu nje.
Ngemva kokuqokwa njengomholi we-DA ekuqaleni kwalonyaka, uJohnston Hazen wagcizelela ukuzibophezela kweqembu lakhe eketuleni ANC esikhundleni okhethweni lwangonyaka ozayo. Wafunga wagomela-ke ukuthi i-DA izohlakaza lokho akubiza njengomfelandawonye we-ANC kanye ne-EFF.
The day that an ANC-EFF government takes over, it will be doomsday for South Africa. And let me tell you, EFF doomsday will make the collapse of Zimbabwe look like a dress rehearsal.
Yize kunjalo, kepha umholi we-EFF uneseluleko kulabo abangakaze bamcabange njengomengameli wezwe.
Those who think and believe that the ANC will survive 2024 national and provincial elections need close, very close medical and psychiatric observation.
Abanye-ke abahlaziyi bezombusazwe bathi okwamanje iNingizimu Afrika engabuswa yi-ANC isafana nephupho.
All of the political parties, even the tiniest of them, that will be contesting the 2024 elections, see themselves as the next government. So, in the argument by any other party that they see themselves as the governing party, there is nothing there actually.
Osombusazwe bangaba nezifiso zabo, kepha-ke isiyobanjwa eshone nayo okhethweni lwangonyaka ozayo.
Uqhubekile nokwethula ubufakazi usayitsheni ubathubakayi muhola enkantolo ephakeme esePitoli. Uyichithile izethulo zika-advocate uThulani Mngomezulu ongummeli womsolo wokuqala nowesibili malungana nokuthi umsolo wokuqala uMoses Sibiya washaywa ukuze avume ukuthi uyabandakanyeka ecaleni lokubulawa kaSenzo Meyiwa.
Usayitsheni ubathubakayi muhola uyazihlikiza insolo zokuthi umsolo wokuqala uMoses Sibiya bamthelekela ngenduku ukuze avume ukuthi uyabandakanyeka ecaleni lokubulawa kaSenzo Meyiwa.
What is of pivotal importance is that accused number 1, after his arrest, he was assaulted at Litabong and questioned about the death of Senzo Meyiwa. Number 2, he denies having been in possession of ammunition on that particular day, and further denies that he gave you permission to enter his premises.
Ukuchitha-ke lezi zethulo uthi uSibiya uqamba mangalihlaza cwe.
Accused number 1 is not telling the truth, my lord. He is lying when he said he was assaulted at Municipal. Because, my lord, on that day, we went to Foslora police station and we were parked, my lord, at the parking lot.
Izkwalokhu ukuthi akulona iqiniso ukuthi banikela indawo evulekile eFosloras lapho kuthiwa kwashaywa khona umsolwa.
My lord, accused number 1 gave us permission to go to his place of residence, and my lord, I deny, my lord, and categorically deny that accused number 1 was ever assaulted, my lord, by me or by anyone, Lord, I was with on that specific day.
Mbukeli okwamanje sathi nje kequnga ngapha ngaseyitolo kanti uma ngabe sibuya sokuphathela uWT.
By a majority view, we will recommend to the National Assembly that Judge John Mutata be removed from office.
Ikomiti lasePhalamende elibhekele ezobulungiswa lizophakamisa ukuthi iPhalamende livotele ukususa ezikhundleni amajaji uNkola Mutata kanye noJohn Hlophe. Siphinde sikubingelele sikwamukele mbukeli mongabe usanda kungena odabeni oluphambili besibike ukuthi iNingizimu Afrika seyemukele isivumelwano sokuhoxisa impi ephakathi kwelase-Israel neHamas izinsuku ezine ukuze kukhululwe abantu abathunjiwe eGaza kanye neziboshwa zasePalestina kwelakwa-Israel. Mbukela sikhumbuzeke ukuthi lezi ndaba zikhona ku-YouTube kanjalo nalapha ya ku-SABC Plus. Ngena kuzo nje uyicinge ngamagama athi SABC Izindaba kanjani ke uzoyithola. Ikomiti lezobulungiswa ePhalamende lizokwenza isiphakamiso sokuthi iPhalamende kufanele livotele ukususa esikhundleni ijaji eselathatha umhlala phansi uNkola Mutata kanye nalelo elimisiwe enkantolo ephakeme Western Cape uJohn Hlophe.
Usihlalo wekomiti lezobulungiswa uBulelani Magwanishe wethule lesi sinqumo ekomitini.
By a majority view, we will recommend to the National Assembly that Judge John Mutata be removed from office. The committee by majority decision will recommend to the National Assembly that Judge President John Hlophe be removed from office.
Ngaphambi kokuba lenze lesi siphakamiso ikomiti licele abezomthetho ePhalamende ukuthi balinikeze umhlahlandlela. Ikomiti belifuna ukugwema ukuba necala enkantolo.
I was at a limited role, but I'm very happy that that limited role we exhausted it to ensure that there's procedural fairness.
Wonke amaqembu ngaphandle kwe-EFF athi lendlela ikomiti eyilandelile ilungile.
It's a very wrong approach which we are taking as this committee, where we just refer the matter to the National Assembly to recommend for the removal of Judge Mutata, and the person has shown even remorse by paying that money, and he's a retired judge. Where is Ubuntu? I mean, to just deal with the Africans like this.
Amanye amaqembu awahambisananga nalomuzwa.
I don't think it would be fair or accurate to at this stage assert that this committee acting on behalf of the National Assembly has not properly dealt with the matter procedurally.
I-EFF iphinde yaphikisana nesinqumo sokukhipha uHlophe. Ithi wonke amacala kumele eqale equlwe enkantolo.
Ikomiti lamandla namalungelo seliphakamisa ukuthi amalungu ayisithupha e-EFF ePhalamende kufanele amiswe angakhokhelwa kusukela mhla lulunye kuNhlolanja wonyaka ozayo. Kulamalungu kuhlanganiswa uJulius Malema, uFloyd Shivambu, uMashalwa kwaDlamini, uMbuyiseni Dlozi kanye noVuyani Phambo. Leli komiti lizobhala ke umbiko walesi sicelo sokwethulwa ePhalamende ukuze uphasiswe. Amalungu e-EFF mbukeli ke awe-EFF atholakale necala lokuphazamisa kanye nokudelela iPhalamende emva kokugasela ke estage ngesikhathi uMengameli uCyril Ramaphosa ethula inkulumo ayibhekise esizweni ngoNhlolanja wanonyaka. Lokho kulalelwe kwenzeke amalungu e-EFF ePhalamende engekho. Isakhungathekile imindeni yabafundi abathathu basemdantsane eEastern Cape abadutshulwe bashona ngesonto ebusuku ngesikhathi beyilungiselela ivivinyo zokuphela konyaka kanti ke kwembula kwembeswa kumfundi wesine.
Akwaziwa ukuba yintoni unobangela wesisehlo. Usapho lukaLukunye kunye noUmen Ndambiyane luthi ludandathekile. Bebebonwa njengabantu abanophuhlisa ekhaya.
Mina ndifuna lo muntu uyenzileyo lento abanjwe and get what it's coming kuye, because kaloku akhangabuze ngokangena kwabantwana uveke wangena nje wangena kowokuqala eminyango wamdubula straight up. So andifuni abe lapha emphakathini, akadeserve balapha emphakathini tu.
Ukanti nabafundi nabo abekho kwimeko entle.
Andikwazi nothini but akamkeli nangoku because bengabantu abasondele kakhulu kum bendihlala nabo bebehlala ekhaya beberende ekhaya.
Bengumuntu bengadubi eklasini bengasokolisi yonke into eklasini ibe right kuye.
Isebe lezemfundo ephondweni lithi lijonga indlela zokuncedisana nezintsapho.
Kuba esaziwa lo muntu wenze lonto kufanele into bani law enforcement agencies selezimthathile xa kungoku.
Kukwatyalwe onontlalontle ukuze baqhube inkqubo yentuthuzelo ngokwasemphefumlweni. Abongile Yankisi kwiindaba ze-SABC eMdantsane.
Ziqalile inhlelo zokuphuculula emathafini embombela eMpumalanga emva kwesiphepho. Lesi siphepho senze inhlekelele kunqalasizinda kanye nasemizini yabantu.
Imvula ehambisana nomoya namandla yenza umkhulu umonakalo, eminye imigwaqo yagcwala amanzi. Kwaphinde kwacekeleka phansi nemizi yabantu.
Siphose safa itolo nathina. Lo moya lobo ukhona uthi litene emthangala wethu ngalemva la phakathi etindlini kungena emandi mandi akahambi njengoba nikubona kunje.
Ula isimushile kakhulu. Isimushile kakhulu, tindo tuwile, dahlukile letindo. Esimushile konke letihlahla vele akambeki.
Le mvula yona isilimatile kakhulu vele uma kungimi yona ngihlala ngimoshakalele yonke eminyaka. Akunalanga lamahala every day imvulo mayina nkose ngalale ngoba iyangena.
Umasipala wesifunda uhlola umonakalo wenzekile ngenxa lemvula.
Amashumi amathathu nakune emakhaya la ngenayo bongcwengcwe. Kepha ke umphakathi walapha ekhaya eHlanzeni uyancedana, kepha ke njengoba ngisho ukuthi uyancedana kukhona lapho lesekuvalwe khona sivalile ngemaseyila ukuthi kukhona ukuthi kube nempahla endlini.
Umasipala uthi umnyango wezenhlalakahle esifundazweni ufaka isandla ukusiza izakhamuzi esikhahlamezekile.
Ikomiti lasePhalamende elibhekele umnyango wezemali lifuna ukuthi uhulumeni agunyaze ngokugcwele umthetho ozovumela izisebenzi ukuthi zikwazi ukuthatha ingxenyana esikhwameni sazo somhlalaphansi ngesikhathi isaqhubeka nokusebenza.
Uhlelo i2 Port Retirement System luzogunyaza izisebenzi ngokuthi seyingakwazi ukudonsa ingxenyana ethile yesamba semali yazo enqolobaneni yesikhwama elondoloza imali yomhlalaphansi. Kodwa kuzoba impoqo ukuthi ingxenye eningi zingayithinti ukuze zikwazi ukuyiphilisa lapho seyithatha khona umhlalaphansi.
It's been a long journey. We've been frustrated at times that National Treasury has really just played hot and cold with us. They're on board 1 minute, next minute they want to delay. Then the next minute they're on board, the next minute they want to delay. And workers have been quite frustrated. Workers are really drowning in debt. Whether they have jobs or they don't have jobs, they're struggling. You have an economy of a 41% unemployment rate. Many workers have lost wages. Many workers have not even seen wage increases to keep pace with inflation. The cost of living has risen, electricity tariff hikes, the repo rate hikes, etc. Food inflation, petrol inflation, and so forth. So workers have really been looking forward to this.
Inkampani iAlexander Forbes eyengamele ukulondolozwa kwemali yempesheni yezisebenzi eziningi kuleli ibona sengathi kungaba ukuthatha ngamawala ukuthi lolu hlelo lube selisebenza ngasekuqaleni konyaka ozayo.
So the process from now is that the chair of the standing committee would write to the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance then has 14 days to respond to that because obviously what they voted for differs with what the Minister of Finance put forward.
Ikhosathu imagange ngokuthi ishamthetho kuzofanele siuphasise umthetho ozogunyaza uhlelo kuwona lonyaka ngaphambi kokuthi amalungu ePhalamende ahlabe ikhefu lamaholide amade okuphela konyaka.
Umqeqeshi wabafana bafana uHugo Broos ugxeke kakhulu isimo senkundla eNingizimu Afrika ebidlala kuyona neRwanda emidlalweni wokuhlungela indebe yomhlaba izolo. INingizimu Afrika ke embukela iguqiswe ngamagoli 2-0 eRwanda emidlalweni ke weqoqo uGroup C.
Njengoba elinye lamaqembu elibheka ukuthi linqobe eqoqweni uGroup C iNigeria lingaqalanga kahle, bekulindele ukuthi iNingizimu Afrika ayivule igebe esicongweni saleli qoqo. Ibafana ibiqala ukubheka neRwanda emlandweni wayo. eRwanda imangaza abaningi yaguqisa ibafana ngamagoli 2-0.
I think we lost the game in the first 20 minutes. We were not, or 25 minutes. We we were not ready for the kick and rush football of Rwanda.
Umabili lamagoli adalwa amaphutha abadlali basemuva bebafana kodwa lonke iqembu alidlalanga kahle. uBruce uphinde wagcika inkundla ebekudlalelwa kuyo lo mdlalo.
It's unbelievable that a qualifier for World Cup that it's played on such a pitch. It's impossible. But okay, it is what it is, and I think that CAF and FIFA has to be stricter in the rules.
Omunye umdlalo wokuhlungela indebe yomhlaba othusa abaningi uguqiswa kweGhana iComoros ngegoli eqandeni.
I-Orlando Pirates isimemezele ukuthi isimise emsebenzini umdlali wayo wasesiswini uThembinkosi Lodge kuze kube mhla zi-12 kuZibandlela. Mbukeli umhlahla wesimo sezulu ke uzolandela uma ngabe ke sibuya ekhefini kwamanje ke sinjequ eyitolo sizobuya kanye noThayini wakantshiza.
Ngikubingelele mbukele emakhaya ngiphinde ngikwamukele kwisimo sezulu sanamhlanje kusihlwa ake sibheke ukuthi sime kanjani ke zikhona ke lezi imvula ezinamandla yamsalana nawo ke lomoya obandayo ongasulindileke nje ikakhulukazi ngempela lezi imvula esifundazweni saseLimpopo. Kanti ke kusasa ngaphinde futhi imvula ithanda ukuthi iqinise ke nje ikakhulukazi ngempela koBloemfontein esifundazweni saseFree State. Kanti ke isixwayiso sethu kusakusihle siphuma lapha kwa South African Weather Service sime kanje ngasilindeleke nje lo moya ongamandla ongadala lona kulwandle ukubalethukuthele kakhulukazi njengempela lapha esifundazweni sase Western Cape. Kanti ke kukhona ke lokho akushisa ke okukhulu okulindelekile nje kakhulukazi ngempela lapha esifundazweni sase Gauteng kuzokuphoqeleka imbukelo ukuthi ungakhohlelesa isigubhu samanzi abandayo. Kanti ke futhi kukhona ke nesixwayiso ke sokuduma nobungozi obulindelekile nje kakhulukazi lapha ngoBulukwane. Kanti ke singisixwayiso sethu kusasa sime kanje khona ke lo moya ovunguza ngamandla ongadala wona kumlilo wamadlelo. Kanti ke sakhona ke lokho akuduma nobungozi obulindelekile ke nje ikakhulukazi ngempela lapha ko Free State kuyana kanjalo liyashisa ngempela ke iZulu ngasikulindele nje lokho akushisa kunamandla ikakhulukazi ngempela lapha ko Bulukwane kuyana kanjalo kwelikaMthaniya. Kanti ke amazinga okushisa kusihlwa ami kanje iZulu uthanda ukuthi nje lishise ngempela lapha koKapa lodumo liyashisa ngempela khahlilisa ingubo ke lapha eUppington ngo20 kanti ke naseGoli koSoweto kanti ngozaduma liyashisa namhlanje ebusuku ngo18 eMnambithi liyashisa ngo21 eMgungundlovu 19 eRichards Bay u23 kanti ke eThekwini u22 eGqeberha u17 kanti ke kusasa ke liyashisa ngempela ke iZulu masibheke lapha koUppington u41 kanti ke Kapa lodumo u26 eGoli koSoweto kanti ngozaduma liyashisa ngempela ngo33 shise njalo ke eMnambithi ngo39 eMgungundlovu u34 kanti ke Richards Bay u34 eThekwini eClermont kwaMashu eMlazi kuya lapha ke nakhona koMhlanga liyashisa iZulu ngo30 kanti ke masibheke lapha koGqeberha lithanda ukuthi nje lipholeke ngo24. Ngisibeka lapho ke isimo sezulu sanamhlanje kusihlwa mina ke ngiyintombi kaMadlamini ulangelihle ngoba libalele ngithi konke kufeziwe.
Mbukeli ube nobusuku obuhle usale kahle.